get any sleep. Here's why. It occurred to me, and we talked about it on the show, that you have spent $40,000 on fatcamp, okay? And you have told us you have $10,000 more to spend. Now, I'm not going to dox our income or anything like that, but Playbook says we earn about what fatcamp is going to cost us, okay, in a month, which means if fatcamp is not incredibly successful, we don't double our income, I'm probably not getting a paycheck. And you said that on yesterday's show. After I spent a day worried about it, you admitted that that's the case. Now, why the fuck am I 40K in the hole when Queens makes more money? Yesterday, we made a fraction of what Queens made. Okay, then on top of that, you have invited a shitload of freeloaders. The entire goal of getting extra beds, extra seats was to have them pay $2,000 for the seats. And now I'm hearing about, I can name three different people. I don't know if I should, but I named three different people that are apparently there.
Didn't auto-renew this month. Could go for another freak out.
Thank you for the one gifted, girl Brandy.
That's $6,000 of beds that are being taken up by people that are. Wonder Woman is paying nothing to be there. She brings no money to the show. There's one, I named one right there. Why is she getting a bed that could be rented out to somebody that's kicking back?
Name them.
Mike's hose.
Wonder Woman. Now I'm hearing Kyrie saying on the Discord she's fucking coming.
She's Brantley's friend.
Mike's hose.
Brantley's friend better have 2K, otherwise she can get her own Airbnb down the fucking road. Why the fuck is she staying rent fucking free? Why am I paying for Kyrie? She does not make this network money. She does not achieve. Okay, Brantley's going to be slightly more entertained. Brantley might want to cough up 2K to be entertained then. Maybe she can spend time with Desi, who has a bed there that earned a fucking bed there.
Well, listen, I have no argument for Curie. I was just being nice. All right.
What about Wonder Woman? What about Wonder Woman?
But you're
What's
right.
your argument there?
But you're right. Curie shouldn't go. All right. You're right. 100%.
She can cough up money and go.
Well, she can't afford it. I can tell you that right now. Look, okay. So that's one. Wonder Woman, on the other hand, paid for her own way to go to fat camp.
Paying for a bed to sleep in?
No, but
then someone else should get that bed.
But she has helped host. She's filled in. She's like a moving temp host at all times, all right? She's a background character like Purple Hair that's ready to help out. Now, Purple Hair, she also would have been invited to, but she can't afford to come. Wonder Woman can.
And Purple Hair is a host of a show now, so we're not flying out a host and we're giving that bed to someone who's not a host. Tell me what Wonder Woman is going to do to earn this network back its $2,000 worth of bed.
I don't know, but I'm sure she will.
Nothing.
I'm sure she'll help out. She'll do whatever.
Meanwhile, Zay has a successful show that's earning money. Okay. A successful show that should be now kicking into fat camp.
Listen. Zay can't afford to go to fat camp.
Then pay for her flight.
Oh, how the fuck she can have? What is that OnlyFans shit she do? I thought she made like 10 grand a month doing that shit.
I don't know. She can't afford it. She can't afford
it. Is she literally showing her pussy to the internet and the internet saying, no, we don't want that?
Okay. Do you understand when people come to fat camp, they have to help pay for fat camp because it's going to make a bunch of money? There are multiple people that said, hey, I'll go to fat camp if you pay me, which is the exact opposite.
They has fucking streamed on the gaming channel. Jordy ain't fucking done it. Okay. You've barely done it. Okay. I've barely done it. Zay has earned money for fat camp.
I'm just trying to tell you right now, like, people literally go, hey, I'll go to fat camp if you pay me. And I look at them like they're fucking retarded because it's like, there's no way in hell we'd give you a dime. You're not going to make us any money. Why would I lose money on top of losing money?
Why Wonder Woman going?
Boogie. You realize I'm paying
losing money feeding Wonder Woman. You're losing money giving her a bed that could be rented to someone else. Go ahead, Jordy.
You realize I'm paying between $7,000 and $14,000 to be at fat camp, right? Just to get fucking tortured.
Yes.
Well, so, like, why does it give a fuck if I stream on that gaming channel or not?
Why are we paying the brunt when Queens should be paying the brunt now? They should at least be going in half. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. Tell me I'm wrong. That Becky's going to eat more than me. That fucking bitch should be paying more than me. She earns more than me.
All right. Well, what's your concerns?
Jordy, please go ahead. I think I voiced most of mine.
My concerns is Queen should be picking up almost equal shares. So, like, if me and Boogie are required to pay $25,000 of the $50,000, Queen should have to pick up at least half of that tab. Tina and Becky should pay $7 each. That would leave me and Boogie paying $7 each. Smaller channels should be helping out too, kicking the bill to alleviate some of it by streaming on the Lolcow Gaming channel.
This is how it's going to play out, all right? Rough numbers. These are not solid numbers, and if anyone repeats these numbers, they're a retard because I'm saying rough numbers, all right? This show is probably going to pay about 30 grand. This show is going to get dinged 30 grand. Queens is going to fucking get dinged around, like, I don't know, 15 grand or something.
It should be 25. Are you out of your fucking mind?
They make like 10% less money than us. Like 10%.
And then they should be paying 10% less. They should be paying an equal share at this point.
And then the other shows will get dinged like 5 grand or something like that. I don't know.
So this was like a couple of days ago. What made this funny to me was money. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of people are sick of hearing about lolcowlive talk about money and finance. And truthfully, I don't really blame those people. To me, it's more interesting because once you understand like where the money is going, who's getting paid, what's being left over, who's getting a percentage, and so on and so on. I think it's a lot more interesting because you get to see a bigger picture being played out more than simply them just saying, oh, we just got paid quite a bit of money or we got paid really good. But this isn't really giving you a good idea for the most part. Especially when we are talking about like networks like this. Once we get to see more of a deeper finance of things, again, a bigger picture is made out of it. But in a situation like this where it's constant, it makes me kind of think like where the money being spent, where the money being going to. Now, currently, a lot of the money is being going to Fat Camp. From what I understand, right? From what I think a lot of people understand, the total amount of Fat Camp is supposed to cost around like 50,000. So, which is half of 100,000, right? So, a little bit, half of 6 figures. That's quite a bit of money. Right, I know for a fact most people won't even make that in a year, especially where some of the people I know. But then again, I'm pretty young, so that's a little different on my end. But the fact that all right, you have these different shows and they are all putting in money. The whole point of this particular stream, I believe it was, if today I'm recording it early Thursday morning, I believe this was either Monday it was either Monday or Tuesday, but I'm pretty sure it could have been Saturday, but it was probably a Monday. And obviously Boogie and Wings were complaining mostly because they felt that like they're paying more than they have to. Plus, they also felt that then they have a legit fear. Like Wings admitted that one of his biggest fear of Fat Camp is just the money wasn't going to be made, which is wrong. I think Fat Camp is going to make a lot of money. Whether people like to admit it or not, I think it is going to produce a lot of views. It's going to produce a lot of content. It's going to produce a lot of stuff. I think that people are the guys are underplaying this. In reality, it's going to be a big event. Mostly because it's going to be funny watching a bunch of fat people just do normal exercise that regular people do. Right? And also like interpersonal dramas and all that stuff that's going on. But back to the whole finance thing, Wings and Boogie were kind of just saying like, oh, okay, we're paying this much, why can't Queens pay? Now, from what I understand, right, supposedly Queens get paid really good. Now, I believe Becky says she got paid $10,000. I think it was either February or January, but I want to say it was February. It meant that she got, most people, again, don't make $10,000 in, really within a month. It's very rare unless you're doing something with a license or your insurance or something with like high finance or you're a self-made business or entrepreneur. You could probably make that kind of money, but also that the possibility that could be a straight up both lie. I believe Lynx admitted that they're not making that much. They just said they are, but they're probably not making that much. They can easily be saying they got 10,000, but in reality that money, taxes, since we know and I'm not doxing Becky, it's been admitted that Becky lives in upstate New York. Upstate New York and New York in general has an intense income tax, right? I know people who live in New York, and they told me that it's kind of expensive to live up there, especially with taxes because of New York City. So, and if I was to also be a betting man, I'm betting that Becky lives in a pretty well-off city, so meaning that she's probably paying more in taxes, right? So, if that's the case, and if that's also applied to Tina, because I know Tina lives around in the Carolinas, they're not really getting paid well. And in reality, it's why Live is basically putting up most of the money. Because, at the same time, it doesn't help that, Becky has a tendency to flaunt the fact that Queens is a successful show. Queens is making all this money. From what I understand, the numbers of Queens has been going down steadily. And it has been the case, right? I think it's why they've been pushing so hard toward their fight between Savage and Tina, because that does bring a lot of viewers. And I think that's one of the main reasons. And I think the boys were trying to show to everybody and kind of do a power move that shows that, like, Queen isn't making a lot of money. These other shows are really not making much money as we're trying to say. Only Live is making a lot of money, and that makes more sense. But they also try to imply that, like, the other shows should pay a certain percentage, would also mean that those shows don't get much more money in the end of the month. I just think that a lot of this is just a bad business move. I think, like, camp could have just been shrunk down to, like, $30,000, $40,000, maybe a little bit less than that. So it makes me wonder, where's the money really going? Where it has been going? And we do know for a fact that Keem pockets a lot of the money on every individual show. So why isn't Keem saying, like, well, I'm going to, for the next couple, like, for the next 2 or 3 months, I'm going to relinquish my part just temporarily so you guys get paid? Because Keem has a tendency to very flaunt about money, and yet is very stingy. And I don't blame him, but at the same time, it makes me wonder the finance of the camp and exactly why it is so hard. Maybe they're doing it to just more hype, more drama. I'm not sure. It's up to, I don't know, guys. I think it's something that we'll figure it out at times come around, or somebody leaks the stuff. But until then, y'all, have a good one. Be safe and God bless.